Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Dream Team Deadline stream. How are you guys doing? Tony, the Captain King?
All good, mate.
Ready to pick another banger?
Yep. No.
Good job you're not easily influenced, isn't it? We'd have talked you out of that.
It is. I was set on it. Set on Palmer.
Tone and Ben, got your England shirt on there? Get ready for the Euros?
Yeah.
How you feeling about
Good
your
England. A bit meh. I parked the bus. I was flying on Wednesday. What's that? Palmer. He's got a Palmer mask on.
Good goal!
You made that specially. You made that specially.
I think we were around house in it for the last few days.
Oh, brilliant.
You should get your little lad to do the celebration when he scores a goal, because he's called Cole, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good goal.
Cold Sutcliffe.
My son's called My son's called Nunes. Not trusting that.
Yeah, a bit meh. I started the week parking the bus. I had 2 Liverpool, 2 Arsenal, and 1 Spurs defender. Spurs and Liverpool conceded straight away in the first minute. So that was like, I can't believe this. And then I've got Man City to play Arsenal. This is rubbish. Horrible. And then Arsenal going at clean sheet against Man City and Luton. Yeah, so I was flying on Wednesday, and Foden got a hat trick. So I was up to 2.5k, and I was flying from 5.7 or something. I was like, wow, boom. And then Palmer goes and sticks one on me again. He scores a hat trick. I ain't got him in because I went for the part of the bus. And Liverpool going to concede a silly own goal against Sheffield United. So I've dropped down another 1,000 places. So I'm 3.7. I've still gone up overall, 2K. But yeah, it was a bit disappointing Thursday.
I guess you had the own goal scorer as well, didn't you? Palmer.
Yeah.
Palmer Bradley.
That's his second own goal, isn't it?
He's got good attacking threat both ends.
Yeah. What did you get on the part of the bus? I got 54 points, which is about average, isn't it?
I don't remember now.
If you click on the lightning bolt on your team sheet, it tells you the scores.
62. Just a quick reminder before we blast through some questions. The chat is set to subscribers only, so subscribe to the channel, get your questions in, and leave a like. Let us know you're in the chat. Also, give us a shout out. Make sure that the chat is working okay. I always have that worry that you won't hear us, so let us know you can hear us okay. What did you get on yours, Tony, when you played it?
I can't find the lightning bolt.
You know, the lightning bolt.
I found it Gameweek 14. I'll have to work it out now. 80, 22.
It should tell you on
46.
46.
53.
53, yeah. About average then.
Right.
You smashed it, Scott, on yours. 62.
Dallo, mate. It's all on Dallo.
Yeah. It's all them defenders scoring goals for you. Van Dijk as well scored, didn't he?
Chancer. I had a goal from I didn't have Van Dijk. I had Trent and Trippier both got attacking returns. I had Dallo got an attacking return. And I think I had clean sheets for it was Newcastle kept a clean sheet in the Champions League, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, it was a decent.
Might have been Tony then who got Trent and Van Dijk assist goal.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah.
That was my week, that one.
Yeah.
Right, Demetrius up first. Good morning, everyone. He's got a tough decision to make today. What is the top choice goalkeeper? If you had no choice to make the sub today, are we taking out Palmer? That feels criminal. Captain Haaland, think it's time. We've got a few there. So top choice goalkeeper first.
Raya.
Yeah, Raya. Best defence. Tough fixtures, but nailed all the way through now. Arsenal could have 13 games in total if they get to the final for the Champions League. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. I've got an injured Ederson, and I thought he was going to be okay. I'm thinking of just swapping him to Raya. We probably are going to get some sort of team news on this stream, but I don't know whether if he does end up starting, do I just keep with him, or do I just make the change now? It's hard.
Depends how much you want Cole Palmer to stay in your team.
Well, that's the second part of his question, isn't it? So I think I'm going to keep Palmer against Sheffield United. What are you doing, Tony? Because you've got him.
I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm in two minds at the minute. I've made one transfer in my team so far, which I've took out Son. I'm putting in Diaz. I want Kudus. And I've got three players. I've got Foden, De Bruyne, and Palmer. Foden being benched, I think, turns him into a single game week player, and that's Real Madrid away. Or do I? But I want Foden back. It is booking in a transfer for next week. If I take out Foden, De Bruyne's starting, which we just heard. So I think he plays 2 then this week. So he's a double game week player. Palmer could easily smash it against Sheffield United. So the bit of a choice I've got at the minute is Palmer, 90 minutes against Sheffield United, Foden, 90 against Real Madrid away, and maybe 20 against Crystal Palace today, possibly.
So you would consider taking Foden out?
Yeah, I am. That's what I'm just sat looking at it now.
Yeah. It's just the ownership on everyone, isn't it? It's quite high.
Yeah.
All of those names.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's dangerous.
Foden,
De Bruyne's probably the safest one to take out, but people will probably be bringing him in. So his ownership's probably going to fly up this week.
That's an interesting one on Palmer. So Palmer's 89% owned, top 1K. Ordinarily, you'd say that goes down. But do you think we could actually see that go up?
Possibly.
With a single. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm leaning towards keeping him. Ben, you haven't got him, have you?
No. If I had him and I had a full squad of double game week players, I'd sell him. He's only got 2 games over the next 2 game weeks. While you can get someone in who's got a high ceiling who plays 4 games over the next 2 weeks. So you can either play it the logical way and just do that, or you can go with your heart and play with Palmer, stick him in. You'd probably be happy with 10 points, wouldn't you, against Sheffield United, something like that. But you could get 20 points from a double game week player. So it's tricky. And if you look over it as like a 2-week punt, it's 4 games to 2. So you've got to look at it that way, I think.
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking is that if you end up keeping him this week, I feel like you commit to keeping him then, because what's it? Sheffield United home. I think it's Sheffield United, then Everton, and then he's got back-to-back doubles now, hasn't he? Because they've added
Tottenham
1 into 33, so double in 32 and 33.
Horrible games though, the doubles, aren't they?
Yeah,
but they've got where is it? But Man City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Tottenham. Aston Villa's away as well, but they're double, yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, Demetrius, if you want the extra fixtures and take a punt that way, you do it. But if you're worried about his ownership or think he'll hit double figures in a single, I guess
are you worried about the price rises anymore, or because that's like Foden and Palmer should be 0.3 surely?
Yeah, I'm not fussed now.
No, it doesn't matter.
I can't even spend all my money. Yeah, I've got pretty much everyone in at the minute, and I've still got 3.5 in the bank.
Yeah, same.
But then I guess captaincy is the third part of his question. Good question.
Well, my captaincy was sat on Foden before the news came out, so that shows this back to the drawing board.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking boring.
Yeah, I don't mind Haaland. Well, obviously.
Sorry, mate, you go.
Yeah, if Haaland starts against Palace, it's a good captaincy, I think. But Salah's decent as well. Man United away, Atalanta at home, I think it was. Yeah, so yeah, I like that. Would have been nice if Ollie Watkins was fit because he has Brentford and Lille both at home. But yeah, there's not many doubles this week. You could go for a West Ham player, Kudus. I like the Kudus one because you got the potential to fall back on the bonus points. So yeah, he's got Wolves away, which is winnable, and Leverkusen away, who they've not lost a game this season, which is ridiculous. So you'd probably be just banking on the bonus points there with the dribbles and the tackles.
Yeah.
I just can't help but think, surely it's only a matter of time before one of the big hitters goes off. It was a quiet one-ish for Salah, wasn't it? Haaland again. How long can we keep pushing our luck?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Salah, I just think with all those defensive injuries for United now, the pros and cons, they've got all those defensive injuries. They were like end-to-end with Chelsea. But the only thing is they do seem to sometimes turn it on for Liverpool, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, I think Salah's got a good chance of playing Atalanta as well, don't you?
De Bruyne starts.
Yeah, De Bruyne starts,
Yeah,
Foden
you'd
bench,
hope so,
Stones starts.
Yeah. Is there a bit of a delay with me?
A little bit, yeah.
Mm.
Shall I put you out and bring you back in?
Can do,
Turn
yeah.
you on and off again. Hang on, you got the link, haven't you, if I do that?
Yeah.
Tricky one.
Wow, I've kicked him out. I feel horrible now. He'll join back in.
Yeah.
Apparently, John Stones is starting.
Yep. I'm waiting on the Ederson news. Really want.
Right, let's go to Philip. What if you have Foden, Saka, and Palmer in your team? Oh, Ben's back. Hang on. Right, I'll bring back Ben for the question. How's that? How do we test this?
Yo. Yeah,
let's try it out. We'll give you Philip's. I'll ask you Philip's question first, and we'll see how delayed the answer is. That's a good way to check it. So, Philip's question: what if you have Foden, Saka, and Palmer in your team? Foden benched, Saka injured, and Palmer only one game. Oh. What about Ødegaard and Paqueta for differentials? Both will be on penalties. Ben.
That's tricky, isn't it? Well, the way Foden's playing, I'd probably keep Foden over Saka if Saka's injured. But you think he's going to start, don't you?
Yeah,
I
see that he travelled, which is not always that helpful. I think he'll play.
Yeah,
but I've got no info. That's just instinct. Like,
yeah, it depends on your team really. If you've got loads of problems in your team, you're going to have to get Palmer out of your team because you're going to have to get your team in shape for the European games. But if you've got no other problems in your team, it could be worth keeping Palmer for the single if they're all single game week players this week. And maybe move on Saka. But it's tricky. I wouldn't like to be in that position. I don't fancy Paqueta or Ødegaard this week.
I'm not too keen on the options there. Those two. It's quite a few good.
I'd rather Kudus.
Quite a few good ones. Yeah, even I like McAllister, Luis Diaz. I think there's quite a few others that are a bit better, I think. What do you reckon on this one, Tony?
It's exactly what I'm looking at. It's so tough. The Foden benching, the Saka injury news, what is it, 50-50? But it was a comment towards the end of like when they were talking about Saka. He said something about he's strong and this, that, other. He's going to come through. He's going to be flying towards the end of the season. So obviously they're just niggles, and I think he was just rested. I think he were. I think basically he didn't put him on the bench against Luton to stop any. He didn't want to being a decision like, oh, do I need to bring him on? I think he thought, right, I'm playing without him for this game. Let's see how we go on. And then we've got him for this double back. He obviously wants him fit and firing for the Champions League as well. So I think Saka plays. So I'm kind of putting him to a side and just thinking he plays. My decision's between Foden, De Bruyne and Palmer. De Bruyne starts now, which probably keeps him in the side. Foden and Palmer. I'm choosing between.
FPS Lukey 94. Yes, lads. Thinking of doing Son to Nunes and Palmer to Kudus. Leaves him with Kelleher, Bradley, Gabriel, White, Saka, Foden, Diaz, Kudus, Salah, Haaland, Nunes. Is that 11? That seems like a lot of players. What do you reckon? What do you reckon on that team? I think that looks good.
Yeah, I won't talk about them too. I want Kudus, and that's what I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, I like that. Palmer to Kudus, and I like the Nunes move. Yeah, he's got 63 shots on target, Nunes. He's only scored 18 goals, but he gets a point for every shot on target, so all adds up.
What do you think on the yellow card situation for Nunes? Because currently, this is a quick reminder. This is a reminder to set your teams, but I've put Nunes in. I think would he have to get a booking in both games to then get banned?
Yeah, he'd have to get a booking in both games, but it's only one Premier League game every game week. So even if he gets one in this game, he's still got the next game, and then after he's played that, you've still got the European games in between as well. He can play in them ones, so he's not going to get a suspension until game week 32, even if he gets the two yellows. So then you can get rid of him in game week 32. So it's pretty safe. Yeah, it's not like FPL.
Yeah, no, I like those moves, Lukey. It's just the Palmer question. I'm so undecided. I started the week telling myself I'd take him out, and then after that hat trick, I've then sort of bottled it and think I can't take him out. But now I'm thinking if I see Ederson starts, then I don't know where I want to use that next transfer. Yeah, we've got a bit of time for a reminder to set those teams just in case. I've set a team for now. Miss Noopy, morning chaps. Foden benched. DD1.
Morning
Nunes. Sorry, Nunes or Kudus as a Son replacement. Which one do you prefer out of the two?
Oh, Kudus.
Ben?
Yeah, Kudus. Kudus, just more potential.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. It's so nice to watch as well when he's playing, you just watch that player performance marks just rising.
Yeah.
Also, Diaz in for Saka or KDB or burn the transfer. No other moves to make.
That's what you're going to play with your gut, aren't you? If you want Diaz in, then yeah, I'd probably, if it gun to the head, they had to take them out because I wanted Diaz that much, it'd probably be KDB out.
Yeah, tricky. I think I know KDB starting, so I know it's 2 games this week, so I think I'd keep KDB and sell Saka. Saka's got a flag, Annie, so it's dodgy.
Yeah, just in case.
He might rest him for the Bayern Munich game.
Alvarez starts. Does that mean Haaland's going to be rested again?
Yeah.
No, it can't.
Well, Foden's not playing, so he might play in one of them attacking midfield roles. You know, where De Bruyne and Foden have been playing.
He's got Alvarez and Grealish both starting. Alvarez, Grealish, De Bruyne.
Could be like that dual 10s, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got Mike up next. Ake and Watkins out for Diaz and Nunes. Thoughts? Is he missing any better options? Have we seen confirmation of Diaz starting yet? John Stone starts, doesn't he?
Yeah, not had confirmation about Diaz yet.
They've not got that many options, though, have they? Surely they've got to start Diaz.
Yeah, Ake was a thing you want to.
They've got
Is that
Kanji, haven't they?
Ruben Diaz or? Yeah, Ruben Diaz. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Diaz is going to play the big games, isn't he? This sort of time of the season, he normally starts them all.
I just don't like the City options in defence. I'd probably go Konza. I'd probably go Ake to Konza. Watkins to Nunes is fine.
You can see more clean sheets, can't you, for Man City? But it's just nailing them defenders. They might rest Diaz against Luton next week, so it's tricky. But like Gabriel start, won't you? Gabriel, Ben White.
The Arsenal defence is so easy to predict.
Yeah, but the games are harder, so it's hard.
What game's harder than City away?
Yeah,
piece of cake.
But if football was that easy to predict, we'd all be millionaires, wouldn't we?
There'll be another Welbeck banger in the first minute.
Yeah.
Just add confirmation. So the City is Haaland, Vardiol, KDB, Grealish, Stones, and Alvarez, and he's finished that with enjoy it and good luck. I don't think there'll be any more leaks.
Is Ederson starting?
They've not said about Ederson. That's from FPL Tony. So we might have to try and get some Ederson news from elsewhere.
I think I might have to stick with Raya, I reckon. Richard, big decision. Do you take Palmer out? I'm leaning towards keeping him. We're going to have this question a fair bit, but
yeah, we are.
Tony, come on, Tony.
You just want to keep him, don't you? You want to be forced to keep him.
Just keep listening, Richard. I'm
right.
still
sure.
Undecided.
Heath Robson. Hi guys, hope you're all good. Well torn between a 3-4-3 and a 3-5-2 this week. Who misses out in your opinion? Saka, Diaz, or Darwin? Who's the weakest link?
I would go for the 3-5-2. That's what I'm going for. 5 midfielders. Out of them, I don't want to miss out. Only because I've been choosing between them two for me. Son transfer, Son to who? Diaz or Nunes, and I've chose Diaz. So
yeah, I do feel like I've done the old hokey cokey with Nunes a lot.
I agree.
I just can't take Saka out. Yeah, that's a hard one, Heath.
Fanboy.
Who misses out? Diaz. Diaz misses out for me. Kai Morgan has to take out Son and then Palmer or Ederson. We've still not had the news that Ederson starts yet, which is a bit annoying. I've heard that he's doing much better, but then he said that last week and he weren't even in the squad, was he? So a bit frustrating. I'm currently planning just to take Ederson out for Raya. Palmer is the question that no one knows the answer to.
Yeah.
We've already seen that obviously Foden's benched, but hello, Matt Gilbert. Steve Ricks, watching another stream before this one leaked that Foden is on the bench. Yeah, we've covered a few of these now. We've got, what was the full leak? Haaland. Hang on. Haaland, Vardiol. Have you got it there?
Yeah, Haaland, Vardiol, KDB, Grealish, Stones, and Alvarez all start.
Morning, Mr. H. Morning, Nathan Wisby. Morning, Mark Warner. Steve Ricks, has he missed the boat on Palmer? Ben, you're qualified for this one. As a non-Palmer owner. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he missed the boat. You've got to go for a double game week player.
Big Rog or Big Rog got 12th man and max captain left. What's the best weeks to play it? Oh, I don't mind this week for max captain. It's a hard decision, the captaincy, isn't it? What do you boys think?
Yeah, I think any double now. Any double. Obviously, running out of game weeks, you just need to get these chips used up in these doubles.
Yeah. Use the max captain this week and use your 12th man in Gameweek 32 on a Bruno Fernandes or a Rashford or something like that. They've got Coventry and Sheffield United. Then you can get
Not
rid
Rashford.
of them again. Yeah.
Not Rashford. Not Rashford.
Bruno Fernandes, obviously better.
Bruno, yeah.
But they're playing Coventry and Sheffield United, so there should be loads of goals in that. And then you can get rid of them because they don't double after that.
Phil is waiting for news on Ederson if he plays. Might transfer out Foden, but who for? Do you know what? I'm looking at this now, and if Ederson does start, I don't know where to use my transfer, and I don't want to get rid of Palmer. Is it bonkers then to do Foden to KDB? What do you think?
I don't think it's bonkers. But you should get 2 games, shouldn't he, to play? But will he get taken off early today?
Yeah, because that's what you were saying, wasn't it, Tony? You've got potentially Foden. If Foden is benched, or he is benched, he's going to have that single against Real Madrid versus Palmer's single against Sheffield United. That's your thinking as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes it's just making it so difficult. I could do with an injury or something. Like a fall.
Don't say that. You'll get free.
Just make me mind up. What time are we on? 11:05.
You could do that, Bill. Maybe.
I think you should sell Foden, Tony. Keep Palmer.
Can I use your phone, Dad, to play Mongoose?
Not yet, mate. 1 second.
I want to give a big shout out to Clunes here in the chat. So he's saying, yes, mate, managed to catch you on the live. Mr. Clunes here is number 1 in the world on Dream Team.
Oh, well done, mate.
Been following along with the videos, and he's been up there for a long time.
Well played, mate.
173 points last game week. Yeah, he's smashing it.
He should be on here telling us what to do.
Yeah, Clunes, tell us what we should be doing, mate. We need some help, it sounds like. So good morning to you, mate. Good morning to Stu Bloomfield, Andy Barnett, one of our patrons. Good morning.
Morning.
John Howard. Something's telling me to throw Havertz in as a differential.
I don't mind it. He started the last 10, hasn't he? And he does play centre forward sometimes. I can't remember what it was. Attacking returns. It was like 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 games or something like that.
Yeah, it was on a bit of a run. Right. It has slowed down a little bit. Yeah, maybe. I think there are better options that I'd go for.
Yeah, I think I'd go Odegaard over Havertz though, because if he's on penalties when Saka's not on a pitch.
Yeah, maybe. I don't mind it as a differential, but it's definitely not the best pick, I don't think. The captaincy poll is currently 66% on Salah, 20% on Haaland, 8% on Palmer. That's all Tony's fault. And then 6% on Foden. I wouldn't captain Foden, guys. Take that captaincy off him. Well, unless you think he's going to get a hat-trick against Real Madrid, possibly.
Who are you captain, Tony?
It was on Foden. And until I've made my Palmer decision and Foden decision, then I think it might be going on Haaland.
Yeah, going against the crowd again.
Yeah, I think reason being is a little bit like my Palmer captaincy last week, just looking into like previous performance and stuff like that. Obviously, Burnley were leaky. United, crap defensively, a lot of injuries as well. That is the basis I went with Palmer. Haaland, the last 4 games against Crystal Palace, he scored 4 goals. And in 2 of them games, he didn't play. So, yeah, 2 games, 4 goals. And then obviously a big game against Real Madrid. That's what they bought him for, these big European nights. And is it his time to come good? He's been quiet. He's been quiet, and the annoying thing is you need goals off him, but maybe today he's going to do another Luton.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go against Salah as well.
You're going to go against
Got to do
Salah?
something different, haven't I? Yeah.
Who are you thinking
I think
then?
I'm going to go Haaland. Haaland, mate.
Yeah, I'm set on Salah at the minute. I just don't trust that United defence. I think Ten Hag is on thin ice. Shea Isak or Haaland for Nunes? I wouldn't take Haaland out if that's the way you're...
Definitely Isak. Isak out for Nunez.
Yeah, Isak out. Bring in Saka or Nunes? I think with question marks over Saka, I don't think you bring him in if you haven't got him already.
Yeah, Nunez.
Yeah.
Just seen City Extra page say Ederson and Sissoko are both with the Man City matchday squad at Palace. So that could be Ederson. Okay.
FPL Boone is at it again.
Is he?
God.
I think I've blocked him.
He just put Saka has not made the journey down with the rest of the Arsenal squad for the trip to Brighton. A late call this morning, but thought to be precautionary. Don't listen to that.
Who's he pretending to be this time?
He's just FPL Booner this time.
Oh, he normally changes his profile picture to someone else, don't he, and his name to try and trick you.
Yeah.
Jay Issa, Bowen for Diaz. Do you like that move?
No. Right, Bowen to Diaz.
You prefer Bowen over Diaz?
No, I'd have Diaz.
Okay.
Yeah, tricky one that. I've got Bowen, but yeah,
I like Bowen.
Yeah, I like Bowen. It's tricky. I think I'll keep
score
him
against the big teams, don't he?
Yeah.
I think they sort of thrive in that sort of counter attack. Oh no, Clunes said that he was literally flicking between Palmer and Salah captain last week. Felt like it was much of a risk, knowing everyone near the top would be going Salah. Well, he could have wrapped it up maybe.
Yeah.
Palmer.
It's lucky that minute.
Amelia saying bit of insight here. So Palmer scored 14 points last time against Sheffield United, 7.6 a game on average. He's a sell for her this week, but hoping the majority keep him, so it's a differential to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Take 14 points again.
Definitely. Do you think Foden gets 14 points against Real Madrid?
No.
So his last three games before his nice haul against Villa, his hat trick, he got 2 points, 4 points, and 3 points.
Clunes, he shouldn't be giving you transfers away, mate. I hope you're bluffing here. Porro to Ben White, Palmer to Bowen or Diaz. That's what he's thinking about. He got 59 points on his part of the bus. Skip through a few of these that we've covered already. Morning, Jen. Trying to decide who to replace Palmer. Foden not starting, so Kevin De Bruyne is playing, but he'll play against Madrid. Current midfield: Foden, Palmer, Diaz, Saka, or maybe Kudus. I think we're all liking Kudus a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah. Kudus. That'll be my shout.
Charlie Choin, shout out another one of our patrons. City Leaks. City. We've had loads. Apart from Ederson.
Yeah.
Again, yeah. Lona Garner won. We've not really heard anything on Saka, I'm afraid. No Saka leaks at the minute. Again, Jimmy Sorry, mate, no leaks. Gary, sorry, no leaks on Saka. A lot of Saka questions, not heard anything yet, unfortunately, on that. You guys seen any other leaks anywhere?
No, nothing.
That's the problem with it being a late one, isn't it?
Nice. Like I say, it's just the latest one is just that Ederson one. Ederson is with the squad.
Yeah, 15-minute warning. 15-minute warning on your teams and your captains.
Yeah.
Trippier was with the squad last week, weren't he? But he didn't play.
Yeah, it was. Andy was on the main image, weren't he, of the club image?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Ortega's done all right as well, hasn't he? Any confidence in Ollie Watkins playing? This is Darryl Paul. He's got Palmer, Watkins, and Petrovic. Looking to shift on a single game week player, unless Watkins is certainly out. I think I wouldn't risk Watkins if you know you could keep Palmer.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think when I said about having an injury, that is where it is. Just take Watkins out, keep Palmer. Jimmy Dean Winter is removing Ederson for Raya and Watkins for Nunes. Yeah, I think that's the two transfers I'm looking at the minute. Apart from I'm doing Son to Nunes, I think, and then maybe Ederson to Raya. I was hoping if I did hear Raya or Ederson was definitely starting, I would just keep him and then maybe use another transfer. Maybe do that Foden to KDB, but I need it to be certain. I think I can't risk that. Do you think that makes sense? Can't risk Ederson again.
It's horrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, tricky.
You know, I don't like messing around with keepers. They don't score many points anyway, do they?
13 points down last week. I suppose I made it up another position.
That's my problem, because I'm thinking, do I just leave Dubravka in for a single and try and attack the fixtures with a midfielder or a striker and take an extra defender out? So I'm at 4-4-2 at the moment. So I've got Ben White, Gabriel, Van Dijk, and Bradley. He's my four at the back. Do I take one of them out and put an extra midfielder in and keep Dubravka? Or just play sensible and get all double game week players in?
That's the thing, though. Like, I know we're saying all double game week players, but we're already hearing like some of them aren't getting doubles anymore. KDB's not always getting doubles. Foden now getting his rest. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who we got next? We've already done our captains. I'm on Salah for Jess Bailey's question. Tony, any updates on your thoughts?
Haaland sat on.
Haaland. Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, Haaland.
You sure you trust in the early kickoff? Yeah.
I don't believe in any of that nonsense.
Bada Bing saying can't drop Palmer. He's on fire at the minute. Sorry, Owen. Still no Saka news. Watkins over Nunes, 2 home games. I think you mean, Watkins is injured. We think.
That's the trouble.
50-50, isn't he? They're saying.
If Watkins were fit, he's probably one of the best options this week, but we just don't know.
Yeah, don't think it's worth the risk if we're not sure. Saka and Ake out for Kudus and Rodri. Do we like that? Ben, you mentioned Rodri on your voice note.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 8 goals, 11 assists. Not bad for a defensive midfielder. Yeah, he's nailed, isn't he? Should tick along nicely. Yeah, I like it. Just Saka might play too. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I've just got a feeling Saka is going to play. But I like those 2 transfers in.
He'll be limping off again.
Yeah, he will be. I'm going to the game as well, the Bayern game. So can't not have Saka for that one. It's 11:17. Make sure you lock in your transfers and your captains, even if you're not sure. Just get something locked in. I'm not feeling that good about mine at the minute, but it's locked in. Morning to our Bayliss. Morning to Aaron Maguire. He says Palmer, Kudus, Bowen, Foden. Would you move any of them?
If you wanted, I don't know, if you wanted a Diaz, I'd say Foden because he's a single game week player.
Yeah, I think the more we talk about it, the more it makes sense. But it's going to be 2 transfers because you're going to want him back next week.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, yeah. I mean,
it'll be probably Palmer. Go on.
Yeah. Sorry, no, you're right. It is booking a transfer in, but yeah, you get 2 every week, don't you?
Every time we book transfers in, though, we get injuries, don't we?
Well, yeah, but as long as it's an injury to a midfield player or a striker, you're all right, aren't you?
I've seen another page, City Extra, saying obviously Foden benched, Ederson with the Man City squad. So apparently Ederson is with the Man City squad.
Yeah, the thing is, he's in the squad. That's what I'm reading.
It's the wording. He's not in the team. He's not starting.
Yeah, he's with the squad. He's in the squad. But the thing is, has he ever just sat on the bench?
No, don't think so.
Like, do you know, like saying, "Oh, well, so he's in the squad, but he's there. He's not starting." I think if he's in the squad, sure he starts, doesn't he?
It doesn't say in the squad, though, does it? It says with the squad.
With the squad.
I've got one here that says in the squad.
All right.
Ederson returns to the Manchester City news. Ederson returns to the Man City squad to face Crystal Palace. So not about travelling with the squad. He returns to the squad. So he's in the squad.
If you're me, do you just chuck Raya in and then just leave him there for the rest of the season? And stop.
Yeah, but then what about when Raya gets a bit of a niggle?
Nah. Because the thing is, if I do leave the keeper, I'm doing Nunez in for Son anyway. But then the guys I've potentially got to take out, you're not taking out Haaland or Salah. The midfield is Saka, Foden, Kudus, and Palmer. So it'd probably be Palmer or Foden if you wanted to switch him to KDB, but then you're gonna want to switch back. It's hard. I think I might just leave it. I might do Raya. In. It's a bit sideways, but yeah, that's might help you, Jonathan, because he wanted a word on Ederson as well. He's thinking Raya, but he's got Saka and Watkins to think about. Prioritise sorting Watkins, I think. Do you lads agree?
Yeah.
He would have been such a good pick, wouldn't he? If he was confirmed fit. JC is saying, is everyone taking out Saka? Well, I don't think many people are, by the sounds of things.
No,
I'm going
to think, big games coming up for Arsenal, aren't they? And I'm sure it's just a rest last week to having fit and firing. He's had quite a few niggles, hasn't he? Like you say, it's his walk off the pitch. He's always hobbling off the pitch, isn't he? So, yeah, I'm sure he'll be. But I say I'm sure. I'm 90% certain he'll be all right for this double.
Quick reminder, 9 minutes. Come on, lock them in. Lock them teams in. You guys done? You done it?
Yeah.
Made the right moves.
What a horrible week.
I've took Foden out for Kudus.
Yeah. And captained him?
No, I've captained Haaland. So yeah, the transfers at the minute are Son to Diaz, that's nailed. That is not changing, and Foden to Kudus. Palmer, stay of execution. I am literally just weighing up Palmer, Sheffield United versus Foden, Real Madrid. Forget the minutes today.
Yeah,
if he comes on and bangs, that's hard luck on me. But yeah, I think Grealish Alvarez are going to be getting most of the minutes today because they're not going to play against Real Madrid.
Oh, just a leak that not someone that you're going to put in, but Rico Lewis is starting again at right back. So that means one of the centre backs might miss out. If John Stones is starting, that must be one of Akanji or Diaz benched. Don't know which one.
Yeah, probably Akanji because he started the last 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going for, Ben? What are you going for? Quick.
I'm bringing big game Kevin.
Yep.
And I'm taking out Porro. Going 4-4-2, and I'm going 3 Arsenal at the back, and I'm bringing Raya in for Dubravka. So I'm banking on those boys to keep clean sheets, bit of a differential as well. And I'm captaining Haaland because I know he's starting today, and it's a little bit of a differential because I need something different. Because if I keep going with the most captain player, it's not going to get me up the table.
Yeah, captaincy poll is 66% Salah, 21% Haaland at the minute. So if that's anything to go by, it might be a bit more of a differential. 6 minutes to go, so let's quick fire blast through some of these before the end. Right, KDB. Is it worth taking Foden out with KDB starting? I think it is, but you'd have to consider that you got to bring him back.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yep.
Yep.
The next week's going to be hard as well because got Newcastle Tottenham's the early kickoff, so we won't get any early leaks for the Man City team for Luton.
JC, do you think McAllister's a good option this week?
Yeah, I like it. He was one I was considering.
Yeah, I like
it'd be a good differential too.
Quick shout out to Connor Tobin in the chat, one of our Patreon members, mate. Hello.
Hello,
Diaz,
Connor.
Diaz or Kudus? Quick fire.
Ooh.
Oh, Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Jack, we've just had Jack DB drop a super chat, but he's not left a question. You got a question there for us, mate? Put it in there. We'll quickly go to it. If one of you could keep an eye out for that one.
Nice one, Jack.
Gone from who we got? McAllister for a differential. Yeah, we like McAllister in there. Diaz captain as a differential. That's a bit of a crazy one.
I touched it in the pod last week that I were tempted by that, but going through all the stats and stuff, Haaland for me.
Here's the super chat from Jack DB. So Diaz captain or Nunes / Haaland? You boys are both on Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland banging a couple of goals today. Come on.
Yeah, I think I'm going for Salah, but I'd go for Haaland and play it safe out of those, to be honest with you. But cheers for the super chat. I've seen your recent messages. Thank you very much, mate. Best keeper to aim for in the long run. I'm going for Raya. Who you boys got a goal? You're bringing Raya, Ben.
Yeah, Raya long term.
Yeah.
Have we covered whether Watkins will play? We don't know. I think they were saying it was 50-50.
Yeah. Probably play in Europe, but it's risky. If you want a double game week play, you got to go somewhere else.
Is Salah fit? Yeah. Yeah, he's got a lovely 6-pack. Well, 8-pack even. Right, my type. Yeah, no, I think he's good. I think he went off early with this Man United game in mind, I think. What do we think? Porro and Palmer out for Gabriel and KDB. I like the sound of that. That looks all right.
Yeah, good moves.
Haaland always scores when big game Kev plays. That's a good point. You're worrying me there, but I'm sticking to Salah.
Yeah, good shout, Jen.
Sorry, Nathan. No leaks on Watkins, I'm afraid. Quick scroll, but nothing else. Charlie Dugmore is saying Watkins is fit, but I can't confirm that, I'm afraid. It's whether you trust Charlie. McAllister or Diaz? Quick fire. Who do you prefer?
Diaz.
I really like the McAllister pick. It's a bit of a differential. 0.8% owned in the top 1K. Diaz is 50-something% owned, 47.8% owned. If you want a differential, go McAllister.
Yeah. My thoughts on it was I would get McAllister as long as I had one of Diaz or Nunes as well, like one of the other highly owned ones. I don't think I'd want to go against them because we saw it. They both got an attacking return in the last game and both made my rank dive. But yeah, I do think he's a good pick.
He's getting more and more involved with the goals, isn't he? McAllister, 3 goals in 4 games.
Curtis Mills is saying Watkins is fit to play as well. Saying how is nobody seeing it? But I was having a look at it this morning and not seeing anything that conclusive.
Unai Emery said he's 50-50, didn't he, yesterday?
Yeah. No, I've not seen it confirmed, but that's a couple of people in the chat saying he's all right. Any Ederson news? Just that he's with the squad. That's all we've heard, but not necessarily in the squad. And I'm still quickly refreshing this last minute, but not got anything on it, so I'm taking him out. Anyone tempted? Go on,
mate.
Just Amelia. Anyone tempted to captain KDB?
No.
I think I'd go Haaland over him. Another Watkins will play. People in the chat are confident that Watkins will play, but I haven't seen it, so I couldn't say. Jen has just seen a leak to say that Saka starts.
Nice.
I've just seen a bit of a lineup for City saying that Ederson starts.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't quote how trustworthy that is.
Bernardo Silva's got a cross next to him. Yeah, I've made my bed now. 1 minute to go. I can't mess around with that.
Possible lineup: Ederson, Lewis, Vardy, Stones, Diaz, Rodri, KDB, Alvarez, Haaland, Grealish, and Doku. That's what I'm hearing.
1 minute warning. Quickly do your teams. Teams.
Just make sure you press confirm. Click confirm, and if you're playing any booster, make sure you confirm your booster. Ben.
I'm doing it. I'm doing Ederson for Raya. I'm doing it. Foden for Macca. I'm not sure though. You're gonna have to guess on that one. What's up with Walker? I think it was hamstring injury, wasn't it? Is it hamstring?
Yeah, not a good one for Walker.
That is it. 11:30. That's not great. And I've just seen Andy's message.
Do you feel better for holding Palmer
now? Andy's saying thinks Salah has something wrong with him. He was very defensive midweek and got subbed. Well, I hope that's not true because he's my captain now.
He spat his dummy out when he got taken off, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a
no wonder.
Elite mentality. That's the sort of elite mentality I want from my captain. My tag team partner, Connor.
What's that? Soufal.
Connor's done Soufal to Gabriel, Watkins to Nunes, captain Haaland. So my tag team partner's gone Haaland. I've gone Salah, covering the bases. I'm getting a bit worried about Haaland now.
I'm going to grab a 10-pack of beers and watch Haaland's 5 goals. No, it's a tricky week this week. Really is a tricky week.
What's the lineup then for City? Have you seen it?
Ortega starts.
Really?
Ederson is on the bench.
Dirty bastards.
Please do not swear. We're on Channel 4.
Sorry, please do not swear. I've always got one in me. We want to see what Clunes has done. He's saying Salah or Haaland.
I'll have a look now.
Either you can tell us, Clunes, let us know you've captained, or we'll dig your team out. We're interested.
Oscar Bob starts.
Oscar Bob starts?
Yeah. Do you want the team? Ortega, Gavardio, Diaz, Stones.
Oh, yeah, Bob, yeah.
Yeah, Lewis, Rodri again, Grealish, Alvarez, De Bruyne, and Bob, and Haaland up front.
They've got that Norwegian partnership, ain't they? Haaland and Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hat-trick inbound.
Captain Salah for Clunes.
Yeah, very sensible. if you're top of the leaderboard, I think that's the right way to go.
Play it safe. It's harder to chase.
We'll be able to
Definitely.
see the captaincy percentages in a minute, won't we? We'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see in the chat that Frank changed his defender transfer to Gabriel instead of Diaz from FF
Yeah, it's a
stuff.
good shout.
Yeah.
It's good to see all the Arsenal fans coming out of the woodwork now.
North London forever.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Let us know in the chat who you've captained or who you've transferred in and out. Steve, cheers for joining us. Cardamundo, cheers for joining us. Yeah, I've just seen that. Clunes captain Salah, Haaland break a leg. Jesus.
He's going to score 5.
Oh, never. We've got one in agreement with me. Kieran Ryan, never back the early kickoff.
Well,
that's for betting. That's for betting.
Yeah.
Right, should we get on FF stuff? Check out ffstuff.co.uk. We'll have a look at the captaincies, the transfers in.
It's having a funny do at the minute, I think.
It might just be updating. Connor's saying City are better away from home. Is that this season?
Yeah, 4 goals in 2 games for Haaland against Crystal Palace. I think he scored a hat-trick last time he played against them.
Yeah, last time.
Bit more of that. Come on.
Just captain who Tony captains and you'll be all right.
But then
44 points was it? Like 88-point captain last week.
Yeah, he did all right, didn't he?
Yeah, I should have just gone with whoever you've gone with, really.
Well, the last few pods, the person who's gone rogue, again, like between us, has done better. So maybe it's Salah this week, as me and Ben have both gone Haaland.
I was just hoping that. I mean, it doesn't matter too much with the 2 games a week, but I was kind of thinking that Salah went off early, didn't he? So I feel like he gets 90 minutes in this one.
Yeah.
But then I guess Haaland was rested, so he could get the 90 minutes. But then he plays Real Madrid, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So if it's a case of job done early, he might get an early sub. It's hard. Mike FF stuff is saying it has updated. The game week just hasn't changed on the slides. So it must be an issue with the clocks changing. So that might be right. Do you want to go through it? Is one of you got it?
Yeah, I've got it up. Mo Salah, 69.7% captain.
Is that the highest?
Erling Haaland, 27.1%. And then it's like all very low, all below 1% in the top 1K. You got Darwin Núñez, 0.8. Kudus, 0.6. Phil Foden, 0.5. Some people forgot to take that off. Saka, 0.4. Cole Palmer, 0.4. They're going for it. Jared Bowen, 0.2. Watkins, 0.2. And De Bruyne, 0.1.
Gone against Salah again. Taking him on again.
Yeah. Let's up. Klopp loses the plot again and takes him off early.
I mean, maybe it was an injury.
Look at his face.
I mean, have we had anything from Liverpool, team news-wise, regarding things?
He's fine. He's fine. He's not one to get injured, is he?
Do you want to have a look at the most transferred out?
Yes.
Yes, see. Ollie Watkins, 24%. Heung-min Son, 16.6. Cole Palmer, 16.3. Pedro Porro, 15.7. Phil Foden, 10% of the top 1K have done it. So is that 100 then, isn't it?
Yeah, 100 teams.
Yeah, and then like Madison and Saka are on 9%. Yeah, Ake, Ederson. Yeah, then you've got like Robinson, who was just a 1 week punt, 6.6.
Yeah.
There's lots of single game week players. Most transferred in. Darwin Núñez, 28.6%. Raya, 19.5%. Kudus, 17.1%. Gabriel, 16.4%. De Bruyne, 16.1%. Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be a bit more of a differential. It's I think it'll be about 25% owned now in the top 1K. Luis Diaz, 9.5%. Jared Bowen, 9.2%. Martin Odegaard, 9.2%. Few gone with Konsa, 6.5%. Nice double.
I liked Konsa this week.
Yeah. Ben White is 8.7%. McAllister, 4.8%. Few brought in Saka, 5%. Few Man City, Gvardiol, 3.3%. Diaz, 3.3%. The other goalkeeper choice was Martinez, 2.4%, but he was ill midweek, wasn't he? But should be all right for the weekend. Yeah, few gone Kelleher, 2.2%, which is surprising with Alisson back in training, so a bit dodgy.
Yeah, it is now, Kelleher. I think that ship's sailed on it.
Yeah.
You're happy with your moves? Now we've seen a bit of the info and
Yeah, obviously the ownership now in the top 100, 74 teams still have fallen. So I've gone a bit rogue there. De Bruyne, though, is a bit of a differential today with 34 in the top 100 having. And then Kudus is 35, so I'm happy in the sense that I've got a good chance of climbing again this week. With my captain being different and obviously De Bruyne, Kudus, and Diaz probably being like differentials for me.
what was the ownership on Núñez now? Did we say? Oh, it doesn't change. The ownership doesn't change yet, does it?
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the top 100, Núñez has gone up to 79. Yeah, it's squeaky bum time up there.
If he's most transferred in the top 1K, his ownership probably be quite high, won't it?
Yeah. Clunes obviously went for Salah captain. Best up this week, mate.
Yeah, I feel all right about that captaining Salah. Most popular. Guess you just don't move though, do you? If it does go your way.
It is that. We're running out of game weeks, aren't we? If I don't know, would I have captain Palmer last week if we were 10 weeks in? I don't know. I don't know whether you play it a little bit more safe. I've got to go rogue until I've not got a chance of getting into that top 21.
Where are you now, Tony?
Gone.
48th.
Yeah.
48th now.
Yeah, you got to go for it, mate. Go for it. Got to do something different.
Yeah, I'm only, what is it, 21st, 3376. I am 31 points off the money places, so that's a Cole Palmer captain again, isn't it?
That's a captain, isn't it? Yeah.
Haaland 5 goals today.
I mean, that'd be lovely. That'd probably throw me up into top 25, I guess.
He's got a good Champions League record as well, even if it is Real Madrid.
Yeah, big games. I think playing against the bigger teams probably suits him as well. Get a bit more space. They're not as compact, are they? Haaland can sometimes just be, because he doesn't do much else. If people drop a low block, sometimes he can struggle. That's where they need De Bruyne playing behind him.
Yeah, that link up's good. I'm going to be Bit jealous of De Bruyne this week. Anything else we fancy covering? Wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up. I'm gonna go get a bacon and sausage butty.
Enjoy
Brown
your
sauce.
captaincy game.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll speak to you in the Discord in the chat.
Cheers for joining us, everyone. If you're interested in becoming one of our Patreon members as well, there'll be a link in the description below for that. Cheers. And we'll be podding Monday, aren't we, to our Patreon members?
Yeah, Monday pod.
Yeah. If you want that early access, join the Patreon. Yeah, special guest joining us. We've got Man on Martin joining us from the Man on Pod, so that'll be a decent one.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
See you all on the next one. Bye-bye.